Recently, as I was talking with my daughter Julia about a trip she had taken to Ireland years ago when she was a student at Piedmont College. She took a class on Celtic spirituality, and it was just such a wonderful spiritual experience for her to be there in Ireland. And she used the term thin place, and I wasn't familiar with the term thin place, so I asked her what that meant, and she pointed me to an article about thin place or holy place. It's kind of defined as a location or a moment in which our sense of the sacred is more pronounced, where the space between the transcendent and the commonplace is exceptionally narrow. Celtic Christians were deeply connected to the natural world and considered every aspect of life, even the ordinary things, to be infused with the presence of God's divinity, of the divine. The ordinary elements of everyday life meant so much to them. And I've been thinking about that, how it seems like there's certain places that mean so much to us where we feel more connected to God, especially in beautiful places. I know when we have a place up in Montana, if we hike to the top of the property, it's about a half mile up, and there's this outcropping of rocks, and I love to sit up there, and you can see the whole lake. It's 28 miles across, and the sunsets there are absolutely just gorgeous. And it's so fun to see these eagles. They catch these thermals, and they go up, 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 and then they'll go down, and they just really enjoy the weather. And to watch them just soaring and catching the wind like that is so beautiful. I remember my dad, who didn't usually go to church very often, but he said, when we sit up here, it's almost like God sitting right here next to us. And I've thought about that. There's places that are special to each of us. And sometimes people go to the ocean and just feel the spray of the waves, or maybe you're next to a waterfall, or maybe you're in the forest somewhere and there's a tree that seems so majestic, or like up in the redwoods. But there's like these thin places where the veil between heaven and earth seems to be thinner, and we connect with God. I want to share with you a psalm, Psalm 95, which I think kind of talks about this a little bit. Come, let us sing for joy to the Lord. Let us shout aloud to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before him with thanksgiving and extol him with music and song. For the Lord is the great God, the great King above all gods. In his hand are the depths of the earth, and the mountain peaks belong to him. The sea is his, for he has made it, and his hands formed the dry land. Come, let us bow down and worship. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker, for he is our God, and we are the people of his pasture, the flock under his care. I hope today that you take some time to be in one of the thin places where you can connect with God, and whether it's a sunset or a sunrise, or you hear the birds singing, but just realize the Lord is there, and that we can experience his presence. May God bless you.